Ever since the Boondocks went off the air in 2014, fans of the show have pleaded for its return, especially due to all of the material that could be spoofed since its last episode was broadcast. So much has happened in the last 10 years, which has caused fans to theorize on what perspective the Boondocks would take on certain issues. Whether it's the conviction of former President Donald Trump, the 2023 Alabama Brawl, or Chris Brown's scandalous pictures with his fans that have broken up households, the world has provided plenty of material for the Boondocks to cover. To this day, fans on Twitter continue to mention the Boondocks whenever something crazy happens, so we put a list together of the possible pop culture moments the show would cover if it were still on today. Here's what the Boondocks would make fun of in 2024. The conviction of Donald Trump. One of the craziest events that took place in 2024 was Donald Trump being found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records to hide a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels just before the 2016 presidential election. This makes Trump the first former US president convicted of a crime. Of course, the Boondocks would have a field day with this storyline, as the series has never been afraid to get political. The episode, It's a Black President, Huey Freeman, would revolve around the inauguration of Barack Obama as the first black president of the United States. Huey, the most socially conscious character, is initially skeptical about the significance of Obama's presidency, believing it won't bring substantial change to systemic issues like racism and inequality. Throughout the episode, Huey engages in debates with various characters who either celebrate Obama's victory with unbridled optimism or dismiss its importance entirely. Meanwhile, Granddad embraces the historic moment with great enthusiasm, reflecting the broader spectrum of reactions within the black community.
I'm voting for Obama because he's gonna lower my taxes.
Actually, he has promised to raise taxes at your income level.
And he's just really, really fit to lead. And also body fit.
Well, I also support Obama because he's against corporate bailouts.
That is also not true.
Huh?
I'm supporting Obama because he's black.
And he's gonna get the troops out of Afghanistan, right?
Also wrong.
Then what the that nigga gonna do?
Ultimately, the episode explores themes of hope, skepticism, and the complexities of racial politics in America through Huey's critical perspective and the contrasting viewpoints of other characters, something the Boondocks excels at. It's a commentary on both symbolic and practical implications of Obama's presidency, highlighting the ongoing struggle for social justice amid political milestones. When the reboot of the Boondocks was first announced in 2019, rumors began circulating on what Woodcrest would look like after spending several years off the air. Sources say Uncle Ruckus would be taking over Woodcrest, ruling over the community government with several suggestions, including building a wall around the neighborhood, a la Donald Trump, during the 2016 election. In 2019, series creator Aaron Magruder would team up with Charlamagne the God in order to release a series of Boondocks comic strips that would debut on Charlamagne's own Instagram, which would dive into the presidency of Donald Trump. With the absurdity of the first former president being convicted of a crime involving a former porn star, as well as many of other Trump's antics throughout the years, have provided plenty of material for the Boondocks to spoof and parody in 2024. Diddy Parties. In addition to politics, the Boondocks have also provided commentary on hip-hop, with episodes like The Story of Gangstalicious and its Part 2. The episodes tackle themes of homophobia and masculinity in hip-hop culture, and the complexities of identity, which has been a major talking point lately within music. Obviously, in 2024, Sean Diddy Combs has been a conversation in the media due to his ongoing allegations that originated in November 2023. Aside from the serious accusations he's been facing, the infamous Diddy Hollywood parties seem like a source of material, particularly when it comes to homophobia in rap music and the contradictions that come with it. Cat Williams, known for voicing a pimp named Slickback on the Boondocks, is one figure who has never held his tongue, specifically when it comes to Hollywood mansion parties, as evidenced by his 2006 stand-up special, The Pimp Chronicles Part 1.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expect it. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party, looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here, come here. Is that two niggas kissing?
He would say something similar in his record-breaking interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Ever since Diddy's allegations came to the public, the parties he's hosted in the past have come a part of the conversation as well. Rapper Meek Mill was brought into the limelight when a lawsuit was filed by Rodney Jones, who claimed Diddy had told him he had sex with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj and an R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a very successful Vegas residency. Immediately, Meek Mill would take to Twitter and debunk those rumors. Because this is territory the Boondocks is familiar with, it would make sense the show would once again tackle this story with a fresh lens. The 2023 Alabama Riverfront Brawl. The Alabama Riverfront Brawl was one of the most memorable moments of 2023, which featured an all-out brawl. If you don't remember, on August 5th, 2023, in Montgomery, Alabama, the captain of a riverboat attempted to dock in its designated space, but was blocked by a pontoon boat filled with white passengers. When the black riverboat captain attempted to move the pontoon boat from the dock, he was confronted by the white boat owners. After some arguing back and forth, punches were thrown, a hat was tossed, and a fight broke out between the white passengers on the pontoon boat and some of the black passengers on the riverboat. The fight immediately went viral, gaining significant media attention due to its racial undertones. The Boondocks is no stranger to covering race, with that being the show's specialty and its tendency for fight and brawl scenes, as evidenced with the Stink Meter episodes, Or Die Trying, Attack of the Killer Kung Fu Wolf Bitch, and several others. The Alabama Brawl provided weeks of coverage with everyone adding their own commentary. However, what the Boondocks would have to say about this situation was definitely missed and needed. Usher and Kiki Palmer. In what seems like more of a prediction rather than a potential episode, when the iconic R&B singer Usher brought actress Kiki Palmer on stage for a performance during his Las Vegas residency, no one gave the action a second thought. It wasn't until Palmer's then-boyfriend Darius Jackson, the father of her child, criticized her clothing choice for the evening and tweeted out, "It's the outfit though. You a mom." After receiving backlash with many fans calling him insecure, he would double down with another message. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told of how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. That simple tweet and follow-up message would only make things worse. The topic would turn into a conversation centering on relationships and what's appropriate and what's not. Of course, a barrage of jokes would also follow, as Usher's reputation for being someone who will steal your girl was solidified. Folks couldn't help but compare this real-life situation to the Boondocks episode Tom, Sarah, and Usher, where Tom and his wife Sarah run into Usher at their anniversary dinner. Tom ends up chastising his wife for her flirty behavior towards Usher at dinner, and she ends up leaving him. Heartbroken, Tom would begin to sing Let It Burn by the R&B singer. Soon after Darius sent out the tweet condemning the mother of his child, many on Twitter would share the same exact scene. It was later discovered that the episode was based off of a real-life incident with Boondocks producer Carl Jones. According to Jones, in an interview with Blavity TV in 2023, he, his then-wife, Aaron Magruder, and several others celebrated the second season renewal of the show at a restaurant. When Usher walked in, his then-wife's mood completely switched from displeasure after discussing season 1's R. Kelly episode to delight once she saw Usher walk into the room. Jones said she attempted to get Usher's attention multiple times, and as the group was walking out, Jones saw his wife at the R&B singer's table. She introduced everyone, but instead of introducing Jones as her husband, she only introduced him as Carl. Jones ended the story by saying when he walked into the Boondocks office the next day, the team told him they were making the incident into an episode.
That was beautiful.
This is what I do.
This is, Tom.
I'm Tom. Just Tom.
Hey, how you doing?
You are so interesting. If you don't mind me asking, where did you learn to dance like that?
Well, I've been dancing for as long as I can remember.
But it's not just the music. I have seen all of your movies.
Really?
I loved Light It Up. I named my dog Light It Up.
Girl, please, my mama wouldn't
Oh,
even see
you're
Light It Up.
so
And she's
funny.
my manager. Are you a natural blonde?
You are so funny.
Okay, one more. Please, we gotta get
That
one
one.
more. For my vocals.
Watch it.
Sorry, man.
I'm ticklish.
I'm gonna tickle you again.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
Now in 2024, many women are going viral for taking meet and greet pictures with Chris Brown as a part of his 11/11 tour. Brown is charging $1,111 to take a picture with him, and many women have jumped at the chance. In fact, there are some women coming out and saying their boyfriend has broken up with them after taking a scandalous picture with Brown. This seems to be right up the Boondocks' alley when it comes to material for parody and satire. When it comes to social commentary centered on race and pop culture, the Boondocks has excelled on holding a mirror up to society, critiquing celebrities, politicians, and the world from their own lens. No show has been as smart, as thought-provoking, and as hilarious as the Boondocks. These four racial, social, and pop cultural events that have taken place within the last few years have been spotlighted by fans as moments the show would have taken on. What are some other moments you think the Boondocks would have made fun of since the show went off the air? Maybe they'll appear in our part 2. Let us know in the comments below. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise. And for our YouTube viewers, if you liked this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to support.